now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up!
Come on, blaze up!
It's a beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Our forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us.
My grandmother was a full-blooded Iroquois. I know all of that, Mama. They don't know this. I am alive because of the blood of a people who never scraped or begged or apologized for what they were. They asked only one thing of this world: to be allowed to be. And I learned through the blood of this people that black isn't beautiful. It isn't ugly. It isn't kinky hair. It isn't straight hair. Black is just black. It broke my heart when you changed your name. I gave you my grandmother's name, a woman who bore 9 children and educated them all. Who held off 6 white men with a shotgun when they tried to drag one of her sons off to jail for not knowing his place. And you had to reach into an African dictionary to find a name that would make you proud.
It comes as a great shock, around the age of 5 or 6 or 7, to discover that the flag to which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you. It comes as a great shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians when you were rooting for Gary Cooper, that the Indians were you.
On the other hand, we are the only true inheritors of the place called America.
That's right. That's right. It belongs to us.
Because we are still outside of it.
It belongs to us, and there's nobody can do anything about that.
And we will get it. If we continue to move. I think it's a guilt.
In ways that one can't quite see yet. We already have it. That's one of the reasons for the panic.
We have to effect it.
Yes.
And we have to know it, and we have to make sure that everybody else...
We have to change it.
Our destiny is tied up in the destiny of America. Before the Pilgrim Fathers landed at Plymouth, we were here. Before Jefferson etched across the pages of history the majestic words of the Declaration of Independence, we were here. Before the beautiful words of the Star-Spangled Banner were written, we were here.
Mr. Muhammad teaches us that Negro is a term that was applied to us during slavery by the slave master. And right today, it's a term that is used only to point out the descendant of slaves. It's never used for black people, period. Africans can come to this country. They aren't called Negroes. And if they are called Negroes, they resent it. So if Negro meant black, as we've been taught, it would be a term that would be applicable to or pliable to everyone. But he says that it is something that means a slave, or something who is, it means something that has been left out of society, politically, economically, educationally, and otherwise.
You don't think of it as an anthropological term?
Definitely. It's not an anthropological term, it's a slave term. And it was a term that was invented in America and was used by the slave makers, slave traders, and slave masters, and attached to the property or the chattel or merchandise that our people represented in that particular day.
And by the way, we're not black. How about that? We're not black. We're Indian. Yeah. We're Native American. Yeah. How many of y'all grandmothers got Indian in your family?
Yeah, I'm Period. I'm Indian.
Wait a second, but what happened to the Indians? We black. Show me black on the planet. Why you stop recording?
He knows the fucking shit.
Why you sound crazy? Nah, because you think I sound crazy.
No, you don't sound. I'm still recording. You're talking truth. You're talking truth.
We're not black. Race was made up.
You're talking truth.
Race was made up.
Yeah, with the brown eyes.
Show me black. Show me black on the planet. Show me black. Everybody else, they European, they Australian, they Chinese, they Japanese. Show me black on the planet. We marginalized as entertainers.
Crazy because he's black.
Nick, what you care about crazy?
Good morning, OCO, y'all. That's just a rough draft of what I'm trying to come up with, some stuff. But good morning, OCO, to my people. Shout out to Acorn, all the diaspora. Shout out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday morning. I was inspired by this morning's live by a comment that was made on the morning Joce yesterday. Someone asked about Hawaii. They said, well, boo, is Hawaii Acorn? And I was like, well, yeah, it kind of falls into the diaspora because the original inhabitants, the indigenous people of that land, were black. Well, then someone commented, and if you're in here, I'm not even trying to call you, I just use that as inspiration. So then someone commented and was like, well, when you say black, do you mean African American? Because my daughter, son, I can't remember, is half Hawaiian. And so I had to respond to this person and say, hey, when I meant black, first of all, black, and this is a lesson to you guys, black and African American are not always synonymous. Does that make sense? Everybody black ain't African American or so-called African American. So whenever we say black, I know we're the only ones who utilizes that term as far as identity, but everybody that's black isn't African American. So whenever I say black, trust me, I'm using the term very, very loosely, but I mean the melanated people, you know. So as I told her, I said, well, to be honest, anyone to start no stuff, but to be completely honest, the original Hawaiian people, let me get them on here. The original Hawaiian people were melanated people. My bad, y'all, if it went out. I had to go get the pictures. But the original Hawaiian people were melanated people. We've gone over this before in on one of my educational lives when I first started doing Educational Friday. And we realized that there were black, so-called black melanated people that inhabited the island of Hawaii. And these people were of black royalty, kings and queens. Okay. These are facts, not fiction, facts, not fiction, facts, not fiction. And they were colonized, they were infiltrated, like they did the so-called Indians in America. No, not Samoans, Nope. They not Samoans. Y'all gotta be mindful. Them Samoans, all them people come later. All them people are, let me get into it. They're not Samoans. They were melanated people, just like the melanated people in America, in Mexico, in all of the islands, in all of Turtle Island, in all of the islands surrounding it. Okay. But with colonization, first of all, before colonization comes along, they had the same infiltration happen, and they ended up going to war by the colonizers. And then after that, the colonizers started to infiltrate and integrate at the same time, right? They integrate, then infiltrate. So now you see, as you can see, these three women down at the bottom, or at least the two in the middle, they are not African, I hate saying that, melanated people. But as you can see, that's when the mixing start coming in. Mind you, all these other light-skinned, if you want to call them that, / clear people that inhabit Hawaii today, they came later. After they wiped out this royal monarchy through war, the clear people, then a lot of your Asiatic people started moving in as well. So you have to understand, the original people of this island were in fact melanated people, like as of everywhere else. The original people, but with mixing, integrating, and then a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of these clear people are integrating and intermarrying and procreating with you for survival. They were doing that for survival, and they are doing that for survival. Their race is slowly dissipating. Okay? And what happens is, because they're slowly dissipating, they're in survival mode. And some of survival mode means we have to mix in genetics. Remember I showed y'all with Patrick Mahomes, how he got the genes from his dad and then turned around and procreated with a clear woman? Yes, and that's the thing, Cher. They look just like us. Like the two women could be my aunts or my cousins, because we populated the earth. We are so-called Aborigines, Aboriginal. We are from the earth, from the land. I know the out of Africa theory got us thinking it was one monkey down in Africa that had populated Africa and then they spread out all across the world, but that's just not true. We are Aboriginals of the world, Craig, not the city, not the country, not even the continent, the world. Okay? The world. Now, with a lot of mixing coming along later on down the line, then yes, of course, you got a whole bunch of lighter skinned, the so-called, and hell, the so-called Hawaiians you see today ain't even as tan as the other ones was. At least the Rock got a little tan on them. Hell, they about as clear as day now. They about as clear as day. In Jamaica, we would call them coolie. Yay. We were here first. Thank you, Stacia. We were here first. And that's the point y'all have to understand. Again, if you want to go with the Darwinism theory and all of that stuff about out of Africa, that's fine. But ultimately, we were here first. Our our race of people is older than that of the Caucasoid. The Caucasoid only, 6,000-7,000 years old? Ask yourself, where did they come from? We know where we come from. Where did they come from? And I'm talking about all melanated people. So I know they got this whole black woman effect going on right now, and all these clear men is on TikTok and it look cute, and she got her man and she done upgraded his style and da-da-da. That's cute, black woman. They in survival mode though. I want you to know that. They in survival mode though. I want you to know that. So that inspired me to talk about today. We are the Aboriginals of the world, right? The true Aboriginals, not native, true Aboriginals of the world. I don't care what part of the world you talking about. Melanated people in Asia, melanated people in Africa, melanated people in South America, South Africa, North America, South America, all of the islands in between, all of the continents. Hell, at one point, even Antarctica were melanated people. Okay? Now, again, I'm not here to tell nobody they can't love who they love. Girl, love who you love. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that they play the long game. We play for now. See, they play for later, we play for today. And that's how we get duped every time. So I'm gonna leave that there. You know what I'm saying? So for the young lady who was saying her child is half Hawaiian, is probably her child, the person who she procreated with, unless it was one of these pure melanated people, which still exist in Hawaii. They just push them all over the world. Well, push them away on the side so you can't see them like they do everywhere else and everybody else. To that woman, your daughter is, or your child is probably mixed with a whole bunch of stuff. But Hawaiian is not a race. Hawaiian is not a race. Okay? So I don't know what the half Hawaiian part is, but Hawaiian is not a race. Hawaiian is no more of a race, just like Puerto Rican ain't a race, just like South African ain't a race, just like Afro-Latina is. It's not a race. It's just not a race. Okay? I just wanted to point that out. But that's going to lead us up to what's going on for this morning's topic. But before we get into that, you guys, like the video if you have not already. Like the video if you have not already. Like the video if you have not already. Okay? You know, it's funny because I remember when Hawaii caught on fire and I saw all them clear people talking about our land, indigenous to our land, indigenous our land. And I'm sitting here saying, our? Is you telling time? What? Is you crazy? Speaking of, let's go get it. Watch this clear girl. She look like a little Asianic girl. Watch her get on here and talk about indigenous. Now, mind you, indigenous, aboriginal, indigenous. Indigenous is still synonymous with from the land. Watch this clear girl tell y'all about the indigenous, and she's supposed to be one of the indigenous people. Them people be cosplaying and playing in your face every single day, and y'all be letting it go over y'all head. Look at this girl.
I made a video a while ago that blew up talking about how indigenous people don't want people coming to Hawaii. And of course, like always, people got mad instead of listening to indigenous voices. So I'm here to explain a little bit. Because a lot of people think that tourism positively affects Hawaii and its indigenous people when it really doesn't. So it's just like when non-natives think that natives get rich off of casinos. Normal native people barely get to see that money. Same with tourism in Hawaii. All that money goes to these big corporations like the Hilton. And even if you get an Airbnb there, it's usually somebody throwing out their tenant to post it on Airbnb. Because then they know that they'll get more money. And yes, I know tourism helps with the economy, but that doesn't mean that it helps the indigenous people. That's why the economy is doing so great, but homelessness is skyrocketing. So your statistics mean nothing to me.
Do you see how these people adopt words and apply them to themselves? Ain't nothing there ain't nothing doggone indigenous about that girl. Who did you see on Dane Calloway? They closing Native American museums. Yeah, because they had too much truth in that. I saw the video yesterday. I think he spoke on that before though, but they got too much truth in there. They about to tear it down like they always do and put their stuff in there. Mind you, with the so-called Native Americans, we did everything from scratch. We made clothes from scratch. We did all our costumes, everything from scratch. They can't do that today. But give me a second. I'm gonna get to that. Thank you for becoming a member. It's Bree to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for becoming a member. Do you guys see how these people adopt words and just apply them to themselves? First of all, this girl look like she clear. She look like she got a little Asian, maybe a little new Hispanic in her. And now all of a sudden she talking about us indigenous people, the money don't come to us. It's like the Native Americans thinking all Native Americans are rich because you know why the money don't come to you? First of all, let's back up the statement. You're not indigenous, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not an indigenous. You're not indigenous to anywhere. Let's start that first. You're not indigenous or aboriginal to nowhere. Period. Point blank. Period. Okay. Secondly, she speaks about how the so-called indigenous people don't see the money, like the Native Americans who own the casinos and the other Native Americans don't see the money. Let me tell you why. Mind you, all of these so-called titles are statuses, status symbols, so that the clear people at the top can remain at the top and the other clears at the bottom, even though they give them a little status and make them think they better and different than the rest. You stay at the bottom, we stay at the top. So let's start with Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans. The so-called Native Americans who own casinos don't look nothing like the Native Americans you see walking around here. Mind you, they are all clear. However, the ones at the tippy top who get all the money, those are straight up clear people. At least the ones down at the bottom might have a little Asian in them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little speck of Negro. You know what I mean? But them ones at the top, it is only for status, for title. And then when you go to the so-called indigenous people of Hawaii, first of all, get the picture back on here. Don't and read none of these people or that girl at least look like these people. Not none. So you're not indigenous to that land. Let's start there first. Now, the people who they gave the indigenous title to at the top, the tippy top, who get all the tourism money, who get all of this, that, and the third, child, yes. See, that's the illusion of inclusion that we be talking about. You get what I'm saying? That's the illusion of inclusion that I be talking about. Because when you take away the so-called race thing or the so-called culture or ethnicity thing, you understand that it's really rich against poor. Because even inside of the so-called Native American community, like she said, them Native Americans ain't getting that money. And even inside of their so-called indigenous community, y'all ain't seeing a penny of that money. It's called the illusion of inclusion. Okay? So with that being said, unless you show me somebody who look like these people right here, don't talk to me about indigenous. You ain't indigenous. The clear people are the white people. I just like to call them clear for many reasons. Others, I can't really say all the time, but we call them clear over here at the dollhouse. We ain't at the dollhouse, but over at Voodoo Doll TV Reacts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the white people. But that's what happens when you have the illusion of inclusion. That girl ain't nowhere near a goddamn indigenous person to nowhere. Hell, she ain't even indigenous to Asia. Like, can we talk? She ain't even indigenous to Asia. Girl, don't get me started. Don't threaten me with a good time. Because the original Asians don't look like her. Let me see if this is.
To America that were never slaves.
Yes.
They're not even connected to slaves.
Not that one. I ain't ready for that one yet. That's the Mexicans. Hold on. We're going to go on a tour. We're going to go on a little trip on a rocking ship. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to go on a little trip on a small little rocking ship. Let me see. Not that one. Not that one. Did I save the one with the Asians on it? Maybe it's a photo. Hold on. They ain't even indigenous Asians. Let's talk about it. Let's go get the indigenous Asians on here. Hold on, y'all. In case y'all can't hear me when I'm looking for this photo, give me 1 second. I'm trying to look for a photo real quick. My bad, y'all. Sorry, I had to go get it. I thought I saved it already. There are and always have been and still are today indigenous Asians. Indigenous Asians. Indigenous Asians. These people ain't indigenous to nowheres. Not even the one you just saw. Y'all gotta understand these clear people are masquerading under the titles of something that doesn't really exist. These people are literally, listen, they are literally walking around here using titles to hide the fact that they are who they are. It's all a manipulation tactic to get you not to believe that they're clear. They are clear women. Most Mexicans that you see are clear. They're white. I know they got a little tan on them, but that doesn't mean anything. Those are clear people. Most of these Asians you see, I don't care what part of Asia, they clear. Why they don't ever show you these people? Why they don't ever show you some of these people? This is a real question. If why don't they ever show you about the black Mexicans? Why don't they ever show you about the black Asians? Why we never see these people? You can't even find them outside of the tourist areas. They push them off so far to the side. Same in Honduras. Same in Honduras. My ex-husband is from Rotan. They don't have them people, you know what I'm saying, unless they working. But they don't have them people where you can find them readily. You see the Spaniards, though. All of the clear Spanish from Spain. Because they're giving you the identity of people that they are not. Good morning, dolls. Turn up one time for a bad bitch birthday. Okay. 42 years around the sun. Mama, I made it. Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead on and get the doggone happy birthday going. We got to do that part. Happy birthday, Esther, and to everybody celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday from Voodoo Doll, all the dolls and dons. Y'all drop some hearts, some cakes, something in the chat. I don't know. Just drop something. Happy birthday, Esther. Happy birthday.
He ain't even from Acorn.
My bad, y'all. Let's run that back. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy Well, happy birthday, Esther. Esther be showing support. Esther be on all the lives. And not only that, 42 years around the sun, 42 circulations around the earth, 42 sunrises and sunsets. I'm here for it. Happy birthday, Esther. Happy birthday. And not only the Esther, everybody in the chat, anybody you might know celebrating a birthday, you tell them I said happy birthday. Voodoo Doll said happy birthday. Okay? Shout out to the birthday people in the chat or whatever the case may be, and everybody else who got a birthday today. What is today, child? Hold on. Oh, today the 15th. Yeah, girl. Did I pay my mortgage? I think I did. Anyway, yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. But guys, y'all have to be mindful that these people be playing in your face. Can you pull up the Australian Aboriginal, so we can see the parallel experiences? You mean like a photo she knows? Australian Aboriginals? Hold on, give me a second. Let me go see. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. All right. So I went and pulled up some photos of some Australian Aboriginals. This is an older photo of the Aboriginal indigenous people of Australia. Here's an older photo. Remember, I told you we were here first, all over the world, Craig. And the fact that we allow a clear people to come in and tell us where we came from, man, we got to be the slowest people on earth. We got to be the slowest people on earth. Thank you for the super chat, Kanisha Love 44. She says, "Boo, did you get those court docs I sent you about the U.S. being our fiduciary for this land, and at some point they'll have to give it back to us? I saw 2 politicians in the video saying it also. Did you send it to my email? Girl, we can talk about that tomorrow, Kanisha. Did you send it to my email? It don't matter where you sent it. Just let me know where you sent it. You don't have to send another super chat because I am going to get them. Is going to get them. Is going to get the docs. Oh, yes. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if we'll see it in our lifetime, but at some point, our children are going to wake up and realize that we have been lied to, and that they're going to understand where we're from. They're going to understand where we're from. I'm telling you now. They're going to understand. And a lot of people dying on that Pan-African hill, they're going to die slow, bruh. They ain't going out. You send it to my Instagram. I got you, fat. Thank you, Kanisha. Thank you. Yeah, look. They already dying out slow. You tell a Pan-Africanism you are Aboriginal to the land, or you know for sure you got Indian in them, they will curse you and drag you down. Not because they don't believe so, because most of them understand no matter what part of the acorn they're from, whether it's from the islands or from Turtle Island, they know that they have Indian people in their lineage. But it's not good for business. You see what I'm saying? It's not good for business if we know who we are. All them Pan-African people running around here talking about we from Africa. Mind you, they're trying to get us to move to Africa, and all the Africans trying to come over here. Have y'all ever thought about that? We got a whole movement saying go to Africa, and the whole time the Africans trying to come over here. Make it make sense. Can somebody out there make it make sense? And we holding on to this so-called African slave trade that we've been taught about. We were enslaved, but not like that from Africa. But we holding on to this slave trade for comfort. It's no different from the old black woman hanging on the white Jesus. We holding on to this stuff for comfort. It feels good. It helps us cope with our surroundings, with our reality. But the fact of the matter is, if we had not known that, what would be our reality? If we had not known anything about slavery, because none of us experienced it on earth today, not none. So if we've never known about slavery, we never knew about Africa, who do you think, what kind of people do you think we would be? I told you slavery starts in the mind before it starts physically. They got to enslave your mind. Kill the Indian, save the man. Right, Bronze Beauty? Every African I want to know, come on, girl, they all want to come over here. Of course they're gonna be on them talking about, oh yeah, y'all come over here, come back home to the motherland. Come home to the motherland, African American. Please come back home to the motherland. African American. We are sorry for selling you into slavery 400 years ago. I spoke to my parents and I spoke to my ancestors, and we are so sorry. We are deeply apologetic for selling you down to the ancestors. We sold your ancestors. My ancestors are paying for it. My ancestors want to tell you. My ancestors told me to tell you to come back to Africa. Come to the homeland where we will nourish you and treat you good. You come home to the ancestors. Come on, nigga. I don't trust your mother effing ancestors. Let's go with the move. Let's say the African ancestors sold my people down the river. Nigga, I don't trust you or the bloodline you come from. I don't trust you or the bitch who born you. I don't trust you or the bitch. Can I talk to the Pan-African people? I have a real question. This is real shit. I ain't even trying to be funny. This is real shit naive. This is a real question. Let's just go with the move. We was in Africa, chilling, minding our business, and then all of a sudden, a rival tribe of Africans came in and bum rushed us, probably when we were asleep, raped our women's, kidnapped our men's and our children, and put them in chains, right? And then they brought them to the coast, where the clear people could go down and they trade them for a little bit of tobacco, maybe one blicky and 2 pieces of bubble gum, right? And then boom, they did this according to the clear people for years and years and years. Now you mean to tell me years and years and years later, because you are who your bloodline is, you mean to tell me it's some Africans over there in Ghana trying to get you to bring your duck ass resources, duck goose, to bring your duck resources over there to replenish their place so they can have you stay there and leave you in destitute and take your money and scam you while they come over here. And you want me to believe a nigga up there hollering, we sorry for my ancestors. I spoke with the ancestors during a prayer. And in the prayer, my ancestors told me to tell you that we are deeply regretful. We are sorry for selling your people to African, to the Americans. Please come back home to your homeland. Please come back home where we love you, where your brothers and sisters are. Please come back to the best place on earth, to Mother Africa. Nigga, please.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Nigga, have you lost your ever-laughing, foo-foo eating ass mind, nigga? Come back where the niggas done stole my people, had us chained to the bottom of the doggone ship. Some of our people jumped off the ship. I'm just going with the move. And you mean to tell me it's time for me to come back to the same niggas who sold and raped and pillaged my people? Nigga, please.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
You can kiss the darkest American part of my ass, nigga. If you think I'ma trust your ugly ass after your great-great-great-granddaddy done and sold my great-great-great-great-granddaddy, he probably jumped off the bridge. I don't even know, whatever the case may be. Now it's all of a sudden, come back to Africa. Come back. I spoke to the ancestors. Come back. Nigga, please.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Lost your rabbit ass mind, nigga. What you think this is? Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? I'm just saying, if we go with the move of the theory, why would we be trusting these niggas? If we go with the move, this is a real question. Why would we trust them? Thank you for being a member for a month. Voiceovers by Stephanie Marie. Thanks so much, dog, for sharing so much vital knowledge and information each day. Words can't express gratitude. You're a priceless gem. Love you. Oh, thank you. Love you too, my love. Thank you. Thank you so much. For real, this is some stuff you got to ask yourself. And I'm starting to squint my eye at that old Asiatic looking nigga, Nelson Mandela. I'm starting to squint my eye. That nigga went to prison. And nigga, a whole truth about the nigga that we all witnessed, they trying to tell us never happened. I'm squinting my eye at him. I don't know about this nigga. I'm scared. I don't know. I got to do my research. I got to deal with the Negroes in America first. But I don't know. No. See, that's the same way they did white Jesus and white Adam and white Eve. That's the same way they did Adam and Eve. That's why men have the complex that they have today, thinking that women is just the worst of the worst. I don't believe a goddamn thing when it did it all. Them niggas was PNC, partners in crime. Hell yeah, he was compromised, Sergeant King. You damn right. I don't believe that. I ain't gonna put that all on that lady. Don't get me wrong. I don't trust her neither. But I ain't gonna put it all on that lady. Hell no, they ain't got no proof he was in prison. That nigga probably was over on Epstein Island for all we know. I don't trust him. I don't trust them. At worst, they was partners in crime. They wasn't no goddamn, it wasn't just all on her and he was just, oh, Winnie, how could you do that to me? Winnie, would you like some fufu? Winnie, please, Winnie, please. Bullshit. Bullshit, naive. Y'all better stop believing that craziness. Here go to Australians today, too. I don't know if these got the blonde hair, but here's some of the Australians too. They got some with blonde hair. I ain't gonna look for all of that, but we are indigenous to this world. But just because we got the same skin color don't mean we are all the same. Listen, your ancestors, your grandma, your mama always told you, your great grandma, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Okay? Okay. Remember that. Shout out to the melanated people, but all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Because quiet as it's kept, y'all ain't ready for this conversation. It was a lot of black Europeans, so-called black Europeans, that got your ass up over here. Oh, yeah. They the ones who helped with the slave trade. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. That's for a whole nother day. You feel me? We ain't even got to the black Europeans yet. We ain't even got to the black Europeans yet, because you got to know if they indigenous all over the world, they was indigenous to Europe. Y'all ain't ready for that, though. Y'all ain't ready for that. Let's go take a look at some black Mexicans. Why don't we? Now, this person's going to keep saying Afro-African, Afro-African. I get it. We still haven't all got on the same page yet. But other than that, take a look at these black Mexicans they don't tell you about.
This country is home to more than 1 million Afro-Mexicans, yet these are marginalised and often forgotten communities. They represent around 1% of the national population. Mexico's 2020 census is the first ever to include Afro-Mexican as an ethnic category. Mexico's legacy of slavery began hundreds of years ago.
The slaves in Mexico were in the places where there was mining. This town was founded around the year 1800, most likely by fugitive slaves who escaped to the coastal regions where they could survive on what they found here.
Today, that original African culture still exists in a state dominated by indigenous tradition. Yet this stretch for Rosa Hernandez, the lead councillor of Santo Domingo Armenta, the Afro-Mexican experience is isolating.
We're a vast minority in this country, so that's why many people have never heard of us. They think we're from another country. They don't consider you to be Mexican simply because you're black. But we are Mexicans, and it's only fair that they recognize us, that they value us as much as anyone else.
As the Black Lives Matter movement around the world seeks change and equality for Black Mexico, the challenge for these communities is still at the point of showing they exist.
All right, now some of them people you could tell had some admixtures in them. But that girl who was leaning on that little pole, that black girl looked like she could be from Texas. That's the original indigenous African or so-called Afro-Latina or Afro-Mexicans. Let me say this too. On my mother's side, we are Suma Indian. The Suma Indians have ties to Mexico. And it wasn't this stuff started happening in 1800. Remember, before the colonizers came, this was all one plot of land. The so-called Mexico territory was, people was going back and forth from Texas to Mexico like they still doing today. Don't you hear about a lot of Mexicans crossing the border into Texas? Don't you see a lot of today in 2024? We've always done that. Just imagine when they ain't had no border. So we've always been back and forth. My great grandfather ran away at 11 years old during slavery and went to Texas, and possibly, I haven't looked into it, possibly even into doggone into Mexico and came back as a grown man with kids. So again, the history gets kind of diluted, but that was happening long before 1800. Yes, Arizona too. See that western region of the world. To be honest, y'all have so much, oh my God, y'all have so much y'all don't even know about over there. Jesus Christ. It's like in the South, we kept the culture, but y'all got actual and we got it all over the South too, but y'all got different types of artifacts. Y'all got so much stuff over there, man. It's ridiculous. Yes, Florida too, all around. But a lot of people from Florida, to this day, you see how all the people from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all them islands coming in and out right now. Today, 2024, all them people from Jamaica, the same stuff that's happening today has been happening since the beginning of time. The same stuff that's happening today. And so the same people you see coming in through the same places is the same ones who've been doing this stuff since the beginning of time, before they even knew of a border or a colonizer. Way long before the Louisiana Purchase. Long times ago. Long times ago. There you go, Sophie. There's nothing new under the sun, because everything you did has already been done. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything you do or everything you did has already been done. Period. The mind can't conceive something that it has no knowledge of. What does that mean? I can't create a cartoon or a visual about aliens if I never seen none. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta be mindful of that stuff. I want to show y'all something else. Hold on. Let me get this people on here. Girl, they was cutting up one day. Now, listen to this video. And this is Godfrey from Africa. You know, the Nigerian horse tooth bastard. Sometimes he be spilling the tea. Sometimes he tell the truth. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He get on my nerves with his rhetoric about so-called black women, because I know he ain't speaking about the Africans. He's speaking about us. And I feel like, keep your mouth off us, nigga. You ain't one of us. Keep your mouth off us, nigga. You ain't from Acorn.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Keep your mouth off of us. But when you speaking true, we gonna play the video. Okay, let's get into it.
To America that were never slaves. Yes. They're not even connected to slavery. They're actual. We're from here. Yeah. We're from America. A lot of the Indians and natives were black. Yeah. I met black Cree people. Yes. At the casino. I met these brothers. They were speaking Cree, bro. That shit fuck. They were going, I was like, what the fuck are you? They're like, we speak Cree. Yeah. But we have the casinos because of, America and the land shit. There are black Cree Indians. A lot. Look at, man, yo, I just discovered some new shit where they got black Japanese. Yes. The Negroes from Japan, black. These women and these soldiers, black with Japanese. Son.
Features.
Yeah. They're
high cheekbones.
Black Japanese. They just don't show it. But and remember this too. The Asiatic face, by the way, comes from the San people from South Africa. You saw the way Mandela looked like a black Chinese man? Yes. That's where all Asians come from. The San people, who are the oldest people on the planet, from South Africa. Those are those Bushmen, but they look like black Chinese. Right. That's where the Chinese look comes from.
With the clicking noise.
That's where the Chinese come from. Yeah. The San people in South Africa. That Asian look is black.
You guys like the video, please, if you haven't already. 256 likes and only 256 likes, and we got 399 people in the video. Please, in the chat, I'm sorry. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. I have no exception to what he said other than that out of Africa theory. And let me tell you why. Again, we are told that Africa is the motherland. Okay? And because Africa is the so-called motherland, everything derived from Africa. So how are we to know that the South African people are the original people of Asia? How are we to know that? Or maybe, just maybe, it's the other way around. Remember, they tell you your history in reverse every day. They told you they put us on ships and brought us from Africa, when the fact of the matter is they put us on ships from America and brought us, no, I'm sorry. They told us to put us on ships from Africa and brought us to America, when the fact of the matter is it was the quite opposite. They brought us to Africa on the ships. Liberia, does that ring a bell? Sierra Leone, does that ring a bell? Marcus Garvey, does any of those things ring a bell? They also told us that we were the immigrants, when the whole time I've shown y'all on multiple occasions, they the ones came in from boats. Why is the Statue of Liberty even exist? Why does it exist? For the foreigners coming in, listen to me and listen to me good, to the so-called New World. All the clear foreigners, mind you. We've already spoke about that. That wasn't for niggas. That when they keep that light on like Motel 6, y'all gotta watch that too. Did y'all catch that? Y'all gotta watch that too. You know Motel 6 slogan, we always keep the light on for you. That's directly related to that green lady with the thing in her hand. But that lady is not there for people who look like me and you. That lady is there for people who are of other countries. I mean, other colors, other races. Why do you think the Texas governor and Governor DeSantis, I don't know who the Texas governor is, when they got mad with all the migrants coming in there, where they sent them at? I'll wait. When they got upset with all of them, when Joe opened the borders, listen to me and listen to me good. I want to see who gets it. Greg Abbott. Thank you, Christian Griffin. When they got mad, when Joe opened them borders and them folk came climbing and crawling in there, where did they send the people? New York. Y'all don't even be catching, y'all don't even be catching the shade. Y'all don't even be catching the shade. You know, you want to know why they sent them them migrants to New York? Did they send them on a plane? You want to know why they sent them Africans to New York, New York, New York? Ain't that what a lady with the light on for the foreigners? Ain't got nothing to do with that. Because they got a million democratic states. Listen to me and listen to me good. Ain't that where the lady who keep the light on? The green lady with the thing in her hand? And put the lady in the chat. Put the green lady in the chat. We need to see something. Put the green lady with the thing in her hand in the chat so I can show y'all something. Y'all got to see it. I need y'all to flood the chat with the green lady with the thing in her hand so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. That green lady symbolizes all foreigners. You've made it. You're welcome. Come on in. Y'all don't even be catching the shade. That lady signifies, hey, foreigners, if you were looking for the free world and your refuge, as long as you see that lady with the thing in her hand, you've made it. So with that being said, that green lady right there is the significance or the signifier that these people have made it. And what Greg Abbott and DeSantis said was, oh, you want to open the borders? Fine. We'll send them where they are welcome. Where Hot Motel 6 say, where we always keep the light on. You get it? Are you tracking? See, we don't even be up on this stuff, so we don't even be realizing when the stuff be slapped. That was like shade from them two governors. Today, that was shade. Like that was like the epitome of, oh, y'all want to play? Oh, you want to open the borders? Okay, cool. We gonna send them we gonna send them up to the welcome center. You get it? And look, you see that stimulus packet? She said they're gonna get $1,400 a month. Hold on. Let me show you how, like I said, everything you did is already been done. There's nothing new under the sun. Peep this. They getting their $1,400 a month starting on Monday, huh, Chocolate Bunny? They getting their stimulus packet, ain't it? Let's go back to what, 67, 68, and see what Martin Luther King had to say they was doing back then.
They built land grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today, many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
How does the saying go? There's nothing new under the sun, because everything you did has already been done. Oh yes, oh yes. So in the 60s, and no, not in the 60s, Martin was screaming about how they got their stimulus package back then. Mechanized, they received land grant colleges. They received land grant colleges. Do you understand what that means? They gave them people free land. Here, boom. And not only that, we're going to give you money to do everything you need on your land. Oh, not only that, we're going to give you mechanized farms, meaning you don't need to get the Negro to pick your cotton. Here, this cotton plow. Here's this cotton plow here. Take that. Oh, you don't need the Negro to go down and lay your fertilizer. Here, get this tractor. Oh, you don't need to worry about who gonna tend to this, that. Here, take this. That was the stimulus packet. You know what that did simultaneously? Even though it was a slap in our faces, they literally gave these people our land. You know what that did? Took us out of the workforce. That's why niggas can't work a 9 to 5 today. That's why niggas can't work a 9 to 5 today. Yes, Arthur Empress, the 1,400 is for the migrants. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's for the migrants, baby. The only difference is they ain't giving them land, they giving them cash. Oh, my bad. Free healthcare. Oop. Did y'all catch that part too? Did y'all catch that part too? They getting free healthcare? Did y'all I know y'all heard about that. I know y'all heard about that. The free healthcare too. See, I don't think it's really sinking in. Let me let Marty, Mike, Luther the King say it one more time. Because see, and then listen, this time when you listen to what he's saying, apply what he's saying then to today. And you tell me if this shit ain't 1, 2, 3 plus 5, bitch. You can't get more simpler than this. Pete. And mind you, right after this, they got him up out of here. But look.
They built land grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
Are you tracking? That's why, let's go back to what I was saying. That's why Governor Greg Abbott and Governor Ron DeSantis said, we don't want them here. Don't open these borders. And Big Joe, Crime Bill Joe, said, screw all that, nigga. I run the country, nigga. I'm opening them up. And you know what they said? Cool. Let's chart about 12 spirit flights. Get all these mugs back up here to the lady with the green thing in her hand. Since you want to welcome them on in, you take them. Y'all remember that time on that movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? Remember, Ike's ex-wife came by with them kids, with the two boys, and said, oh, you want to be a family man now, huh? Oh, you Mr. Family Man. Well, good. Come on, boys. And she put them churn on the porch. Remember? And she said, oh, since you want to play Mr. Family Man, come on, boys. And she got him out the car and put him on the porch and got in the car and said, fuck you, Ike, and pulled off. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's what Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis did. Yup, you take them. You take them. That's what they did. That's what they did. They said, oh, yeah. Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis said, oh, you want to play family man. You want to be Mr. Family Man, huh? Well, good. You take them. And in New York, and the governor for New York and Chicago was like, wait, girl, and get them kids. Hold on, wait. And she was saying, fuck you, Ike. That's what Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis said. But see how they play on your heartstrings? Look how they play on your heartstrings. You know what they said to y'all? Remember when not Joe Biden, when Trump orange ass was in the office, talking about put a wall up? You know what they did? They showed y'all pictures of them immigrants, them illegal immigrants crying, probably lying about the children being separated. If you ask me, they probably lied about that, right? And then they say, you guys are going to let this happen? These children are separated from their mothers, and niggas all across the land. Oh my God, Trump is so horrible. Oh my God, you guys, we have to do something about this. We got to get Trump out of here. He's racist. Oh my God, he separated the people from their children. Oh my God, we have to go to the polls. Chucks and pearls. Ski-wee. And duck, goose, Chicago and New York went y'all duck ass down to vote to become sovereign cities. Sovereign cities mean if somebody come legally or illegally, your city got to take care of them. Not with the city money, fat, with your money, duck, goose. So now, here come Joe. We did it, Joe. Scamala Harris scammed y'all ass with the Chucks and Pearls. Now, all of the migrants coming in, black people ain't really tripping off that. You know what black people tripping off, nigga? Not only am I paying for these mother effers, you taking resources from what we barely got. You gonna give them all of this that we barely got? You gonna give them all our stuff? And you know what Joe told you? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Pussy ass nigga. That what Joe told y'all. All of you niggas up in New York, you can't have buyer's remorse. No. Not there, not just there. New Orleans, y'all became a sovereign city too. That's why all the Mexicans are all up and down Canal Street, all up down through Bourbon Street. They got tacos, burritos, and empanadas on every other corner. I'm telling you what I know. All y'all want to go vote for these sovereign cities because the black people have a habit of putting everybody before themselves, and they know it, and they play off it, and they use that, and they say, hey, black people, I know we treated you like shit. I know we don't love y'all. We hate y'all, actually. We hope y'all just die off or go somewhere. But look, don't worry about that part. You're going to let these children, look at them behind bars, and they had kids. And look at your duck ass. Oh my God, we got to do something about it. Screw your whole existence. Screw everything your child at your house need. Screw everything the children in your neighborhood need. Screw everything that you need to take care of your children. Screw everything that you would ever need to become not even freaking successful, just to survive. Screw all of that. Screw it out. The kids at the border. Well, the kids are now at the border. They let them in, and now you gonna pay for them. So happy taxes, bitch. Remember last year before last, all them years you was getting 20, 25. Now you're gonna get a good 5. And they still gonna tax you throughout the year because they gotta pay for these migrants who will give you their ass to kiss as soon as they get a chance. Have you guys not seen the play yet? Duck, duck, goose. When are we gonna wake up? I'm confused. Have you not seen the play yet?
Wake up!
Please. Wake up.
Y'all ain't caught on yet. Y'all ain't caught on yet. And they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it again. Yep. They're already doing it now. They're already doing it now. They're gonna do it again. And niggas like duck, duck, goose, duck, duck, geese. Oh my God, we gotta do something. We can't sit by and watch these children. Girl, I'm gonna say this. The only children I'm worried about is acorn kids. That's it. I don't have enough room to worry about nobody else churn. Don't nobody else worry about mine. I don't have enough room. I don't have the capacity to worry about other people churn. I gotta worry about my own kids. And when I say my kids, I don't mean my personal kids. I'm talking about the acorn kids, them little bad bastards, them little children of the corn we gotta figure out. They still ours. They still belong to us. I gotta figure out them. I ain't got time to be worried about, because guess what? When the shoe is on the other foot, and you see you have dead Negroes that's round there protesting for them people down there going to battle. I ain't gonna say their name. Don't put their name in the chat. But you see you stupid dummy Negroes around there spending your time and protesting for them people, all because you seen on TV or online somebody had a Black Lives Matter post. Bitch, everything you get, you deserve. Every single thing you get. Don't come crawling back to acorn. Don't come crawling back to acorn. Pick a side, stay there. Pick a side and stay there. Okay? All this stuff we got going on in our culture, and you niggas got time to go, oh, bitch, please. Boy, these niggas today is special. Hey, when them people play on y'all top, or the next big black issue come up and them people turn a blind eye, this all I'ma say.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
That's all I got to say. Don't come asking me shit. Don't come talking to me about, but we brothers and sisters. Nah, this my whole reaction.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
Period, poo. Period. Okay? I ain't got time. Everybody can't go anywhere. Good. Lighter is the load of the person who have to bear the doggone load. I just made that up. I don't even know what that means. Not all their kids filling up our elementary school and high schools. Yeah. I'm sorry, Voodoo, but those same people were the ones standing right beside us during the Black Panther movement. Who? Do you understand? I think you might have misconstrued when that was happening. Do you understand the Black Panther movement and why the other people were standing beside the Black Panther movement? You do know that the reason other cultures and races were standing alongside the Black Panther movement was for their own self-gain, right? Let me give you a little quick, off the top of my head history lesson. What's the dude? Fred. What's the dude name? God damn, y'all know how I am with names. Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton decided when it came to the Black Panther movement, he realized that it's not a race thing. It is a status thing. It is a rich against poor. It is a elite against the people at the bottom. The people at the top versus the people at the bottom. So you know what Fred Hampton said? Okay, bet. Let's do this. Since I know as just by us, bad enough every black person ain't on our type of time, let's go get everybody from the bottom. They've got the KKKs. They went got these people right here, these unmentionables. They got everybody who was suffering at the bottom and said, yo, y'all don't like us, and we don't like you niggas neither. Let's talk about it. I don't like y'all don't like us. It's cool. We mutual on that. But if we put our differences to the side, right? And we come together as a collective at the bottom versus a race, we can make leaps and bounds and strides. So you know what them people say? Okay, bet. That's what I mean when I say they joined for their own personal self-gain. It wasn't to support so-called black people. They don't give a damn about black people. He had KKK on his side too, my nigga. That's why they got him up out of here. That's why they got him up out of here. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, don't allow them photos and them depictions of them people standing next to the Black Panther Party and the Black Panther movement and all of that make you believe that they were really for black people. They were for what they can get. As they should. I ain't mad at it. But we have never had a movement since the beginning of these clear people, these colonizers coming over here, where a culture of people, not nowhere, a race, another culture of people has never stood next to the Negro. Never, not once. And don't give me Martin Luther King with the clear people in front marching, holding hands, hollering, we shall overcome. They was funding the movement, duck, duck, goose. That was the unmentionables right there, the eugenics people and all of them, girl. And they got a couple of young college students who thought they was doing something good. But guess what? After they sung We Shall Overcome and when did the March on Washington, you know what them clear mama said? Get your clear ass, get your chicken colored ass back up here. We ain't dealing with that. And when Martin Luther King went down to start doing economic rights, let's talk about it. When after we was able to integrate, Martin Luther King said, yo, all right, bet we could integrate, but we don't have no economic rights. How about the same people, the same clear people? Hey, remember me? Remember y'all was helping me? Hey, can you come help Negro people get economics right? Do you know them same chicken cutlets gave Martin Luther King his ass to kiss? The same ones who would march with them and hold hands and say we shall overcome, for us to sit at a freaking lunch counter to get a whites only pie. Them same people turned around when Mike said, all right, bet, let's go get some economic rights. Them same clear people said, shit. And that's why he came back and said, I believe I sent my people in the burning bush. He also did a whole interview talking about that. He also did a whole interview literally talking about how the same clear people who was acting like they was on his side when it was time for economic rights for Negroes, they turned their backs. Why is this important? Stop looking at these doggone photos. Stop looking at these doggone depictions. Stop looking at this stuff and thinking these people are for you. There's not a group of people on the face of this earth that's for you, Negro. Acorn. There's not a group of people on the face of this earth, that are for you. Period. He was the one who had the Poor People's Campaign. Once they saw that shit started picking up, got him up out of here. Fred Hampton did a Poor People's Campaign. Once they saw that kicking off, got him up out of here. Are you tracking? So go ahead on protest, Fat. But I tell you what, carry your ass down there by them people and see what happened to you. You ain't gonna make it back. You gonna make it there, but you ain't gonna make it back. These are facts. The Negroes who was original owners of that land today, they got them up out of here. And the ones they couldn't get up out of here, like America, they pushed them off to the side. Them people not even allowed in them places. Are you crazy? Them people, the melanated people of that land is not allowed in the places that them clear people fighting for. Negroes, mind your business. Mind your business, Negroes. You got enough business to mind. Why is you worried about how can you? How do you even have the room on your plate? I don't understand. And it's just not about this situation. I'm just saying, period. How do you even have the room on your plate? Our kids can't read, my nigga. They unaliving each other like 90 going west. How do you even have the room on your plate to even fathom thinking about somebody else? I'm confused. That shit crazy to me. That shit, stop looking at them pictures, man. Them people they don't deal with you. They don't deal with you. I don't care what picture you saw. I don't care what little snippet on the documentary you saw. Them people don't mess with you, fad. If they did, we wouldn't be where we at. Because we'd have allies, and with allies, we'd be able to make strides. You get it? I'm trying to help y'all out, bro. I'm trying to help y'all out. I swear I'm trying to help y'all out. Them people lie to y'all. They lied to y'all about slavery. They lied to y'all about every damn thing. And they continuing to lie to y'all because they play off your heartstrings and your emotions. Take that energy that y'all going to use to deal with them people and deal with your own people. Deal with your own people. You your only goddamn friend. I'm telling you. Keep on playing. Keep on playing. You in hell, in today's society, hell, you ain't even your own friend. But let's just go off with you can find some like-minded people. You are your only friend. You are your only ally. Period. You think because they sing rap music and dance and hip hop and they beatbox and they on TikTok with the clothes and they date the black woman or the black man, you think that mean they fuck with you? They don't fuck with you, nigga. They don't fuck with you, nigga. They in survival mode. They need your genes, like the movie Get Out. Ooh, that's a nice one there. I can have me a little mulatto and then have my little mulatto go procreate with another clear. And then that baby gonna be clear on the outside, but it's gonna have all the good genetics of that nigga. Ooh, this gonna be good. That's why they doggone promoting that doggone black woman effect, stupid duck goose. And I don't care who you date. Go date and marry who you want. Marry a brick for all I care. But ask yourself why they promoting that shit. And then the black men, oh my God, black women is just so treasonous. Black women, shut your ugly ass up, nigga. You ain't treating the black woman right. And the black woman, you mad. Shut your ugly ass up, ho. You ain't doing nothing that you think you gonna benefit you. You're being used. You're being used. They need your genes. Both of y'all look stupid. I don't understand the what they call it, the doggone the gender war that we got going on. Both of y'all stupid. Both of y'all. But one too stupid to see the play and be like, bitch, they using you. And he's too stupid to even realize, nigga, my whole sovereignty and everything that I have and will have and have had comes from the black woman. So let me at least treat her decently. He don't even think like that. And the woman so stupid, she thinks she getting a one up on the Negro. Whole time you getting used. Welcome to Get Out. Welcome to the party. You're late. Anyways, I'm about to get off here and go run. It's 11:30. I'm about to get off here and go run. That's the best way to sum it up. Pig Misha versus a dummy. I mean a Dusty. Because that's really what they are. That's really what they are. Ridiculous. I'm getting off of here. All right. Your homework today is find indigenous Aboriginal, an indigenous black person in a part of the world you don't think they exist. I guarantee you they exist, okay? Facts. That's your homework today. Enlighten yourself and teach another one. Each one teach one. I'm getting up over here so I can go run in this hot sun. Y'all send a prayer for me. I don't know how this is gonna work, but just say a prayer. You know what I'm saying? I say a little prayer for you. Anyways, everything you learned in history was a lie. I'm getting off of here, and I'll see y'all later on, possibly. All right. Rumble, we up tonight. Rumble, we are up tonight. Rumble, we are up tonight. Shout out to the Rumble Squad. Follow me on Rumble. Like the video if you haven't already. I'm out this bitch.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up!
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.